The Joe Rogan Experience is arguably the biggest podcast in the world. After being bought by Spotify, the podcast has continued to garner the attention of millions worldwide. Today, we will be breaking down the top 7 most hostile moments on the Joe Rogan Experience. Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan is a good friend of Joe and has made many podcast appearances. Joe and Brendan call Brian out when he starts putting on a hard man front.
Fucking bully me.
If I
you try bullying me right now, motherfucker.
You know what your problem is?
Hold on, let me handle this.
Here's your problem. You've talked to too many guys that let you say shit like that, and then it becomes like vernacular. It becomes like a part.
I mean, man, you know what I would do? And I'm like,
I get mad.
Why are you talking to me like this?
It's not that you get mad. It's that you hang around with people for a long time. You hung around with people that allowed you to talk like that.
No.
Without mocking you.
Who aren't tough.
Fuck you bully me, bro. I don't give a shit about your UFC bullshit. I will fucking come right at you.
I could pin you on the ground right now and put my dick in your mouth.
You could try.
For no reason.
You could try, and guess what?
Just because it's the nice
Guess
Saturday.
what? I would fucking come right to your house. Bang,
No,
bang,
it's
bang.
ridiculous. You'd be dead.
Joe.
He
wait to
hangs
box
around
today.
with
I
a
can't wait.
lot of idiots. There's a lot of people that he hangs around with that are
notoriously known
full
for
of
that.
shit,
Oh, God.
that they're dumb, they're indulgent.
I feel sick. I feel sick.
Look at Brendan agree.
I feel sick.
You do. You hang out with a lot of people that are such bullshit artists.
No, I
and
don't.
you don't.
My
yes, you
good
do.
friends?
Yeah,
No.
you know
You know
people.
who I'm talking about.
You have friends that are bullshit artists, and you don't even realize they're
You
bullshit
know who.
artists.
Look at Brendan.
Candace Owens. Candace Owens has earned fame from her outspoken criticism on Black Lives Matter and has repeatedly shown her support for Donald Trump. On the 11/25 episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Candace says she does not believe in global warming. This sparks a tense argument.
Okay, but this is an incredibly complicated subject.
Right.
And if you would have to talk to a bunch of different scientists and see how they gather data and see what they understand about CO2 levels and what's the danger of them and what can combat it and what could not. Have you done all this, or
No,
do you
so I
take
think-
this flippant opinion
Listen,
on the
I'm
party
not. This
line?
is not this. And
Well,
I don't
Scientific
trust
American is not necessarily a random website. It's,
Yeah, I don't believe this like at all. Just so you know.
You don't believe it like at all?
I would have to have someone sit down and convince me that it was real. I personally don't believe it. That's okay.
But why?
It's good to start at a
here's the
place of
thing.
not believing something.
No, it's not.
You think you should start with believing everything.
No, it's not believe either or. Not believe yes, not believe no.
Yeah.
But don't say you don't believe.
Yeah.
Learn about it.
Yeah.
Just most scientists, the vast majority, agree that human beings are negatively affecting climate change.
Yeah.
The vast majority.
Yeah. I just don't think so.
Joe becomes increasingly frustrated with Candace throughout the podcast. However, the debate ends on good terms, with Candace agreeing she needs to do more research before voicing her opinion on climate change.
Not like a politician. I'm telling you, I don't believe in it. Could I change my perspective and
listen,
believe in it a year after I read stuff?
If you were just a regular person, you said I don't believe in it, I'd probably go, all right. The problem is you're not. You're a very influential person.
But I'm aware when I'm on stage, when I'm on my YouTube channel, there's no videos of Candace Owens talking about global warming. I'm aware of that.
There is now.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's going to be Joe Rogan and Candace global warming. Exactly.
And people are going to be mad at me.
It's weird because
you're fucking global warming shill. Global warming's
You know what's
fake.
funny though is that like
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson is an American astrophysicist. He came onto the Joe Rogan podcast with a Mr. Know-it-all attitude. Tyson constantly interrupted Joe throughout and would undermine him constantly.
But I didn't know it gets larger.
That's what expansion means. What's with your vocabulary here? Distant future, you can just redirect a comet and get all the water you need. But
How far distant is that?
the comet's everywhere, dude. We're in a shooting gallery.
Yeah, that's not what I asked.
Oh,
how far away do you think it is before we could redirect?
How far away in time?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. When the glaciers melt, where does the water go? Where does it go? Just tell me. You know the answer. Just
Into the ocean?
back in the ocean. Okay.
Why can't we take the salt out of the water?
You can. It just takes energy. You can do it.
But why isn't that been being done on
You can. You have to ask.
scale?
Who's paying for the energy? Where are you getting the energy from? It's an energy thing.
But I would think that would be very valuable. I mean, think about how many people buy
It's not
bottles of
valuable
water.
enough yet. That's the point.
Well, is it that
It's pure.
or is
It's
it
just
that it's
money. Dude, it's just money. It was the era of the big machine.
Right, but I don't think he was insinuating that you could use.
I don't know what he wanted to power
factories.
with it. I don't know what he would have powered with it, if not light bulbs and other things.
So you aware that BMW they painted one of their cars Vanta black?
I saw this is jet black.
Yes.
I saw one
ultimate
recently.
Black.
Yes.
Where no light can bounce off of it,
Right.
and
So not
you
only
can't drive it because people won't be able to see it at night.
Oh.
They're literally saying like this is just a theoretical. I mean, just like
Well, what you want to do?
proof
You
of
could line it
concept.
with a
Pull up
light
the
trim.
image of it because
no, I've seen. I saw one in a parking lot.
It's fucking.
It's very
you actually
badass.
saw one in real life?
That's not what I saw. I saw a sports car
Oh,
version.
you saw a Vanta black car? They have them.
I saw a sports car.
That was
There was
Vanta
not this.
black?
The car you have up there. I don't know what that is. What
That's
I saw.
the BMW that they painted Vanta black.
Okay, well
It's
then that
an
Vanta Black
X6.
is available on their badass low to the ground sports car. And so what?
No, it's not available commercially.
What do you want me to say?
No,
I saw,
I'm saying that for BMW.
that's the map of dark matter in the universe. A
I've
three-dimensional
tried-
map.
I've tried to give that a shot.
No, we don't know what it is, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it if you don't understand
Yeah,
it.
but it's too goddamn confusing for me. I don't
No,
like
it's not confusing
loose
at all.
ends.
It's not. It's something out there that has 85% of the gravity of the universe, and we don't know what the hell it is.
That's not confusing?
It's not confusing. It's.
If you don't know what the
Confusing.
hell it is, it's confusing by nature.
Neil deGrasse Tyson started to become angry near the end. This is when Joe pulled the plug on the episode.
When I've talked to other astrophysicists and scientists,
Wait. Let me ask: are these conversations supposed to have a theme or a purpose, or is it just you sit there and just whatever comes to your head you send my
Who,
way?
you and me?
Yeah.
Well, clearly, it's just whatever comes to my
Okay,
head.
I don't know.
Come on,
How do you
man.
say
Think I
this
have an
episode
agenda?
is about? You can't say that.
It
It's-
seems like you're frustrated by all the various questions. But
No,
it seems
no,
like
no.
You seem a little defensive there. Am I right?
no, because
You feel that?
I thought you were taking your why to ultimately mean
No.
purpose.
Do you think we'll ultimately understand gravity?
I think we do. That's why we can land things on Mars.
Well, we understand.
I think we
the
do, which is
effects.
why your cell phone gets time from GPS satellites that is pre-corrected for Einstein's general theory of relativity because they're in a different gravitational field than you in orbit than you are on Earth's surface. We got this.
You're getting angry. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the podcast.
Brendan Schaal. Brendan Schaal analyzes his recent UFC loss with Joe Rogan and Brian Callahan. Joe angers Brendan when explaining that he is not good enough to compete at the highest level of the UFC.
The reality of your skill set and where you at now, I don't see you beating the elite guys. I don't see you beating Cain Velasquez. I don't see you beating Junior Dos Santos. I don't see you beating Fabricio Verdum. You came into fighting fairly late in life. You're a good athlete. You're a strong guy. You're a big guy. And you can do a lot of things because of that. And you're very dedicated, and you're very disciplined, and you get shit done. But there's a reality of fluidity of movement, of mechanical efficiency of movement that happens when you get a guy who